Hold on, listen to this song for a minute. It's the werewolf song. A bunch of werewolves.
Werewolves thunder. The herd howling around the kitchen door. Better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of thunder again.
It's a bunch of werewolves in that one. I guess they made a werewolf song. I typed in werewolf song, and that's what popped up, the werewolf song.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Oh yeah. Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode. Take that! Conflict resolved.
I'm here too. I'm going on mute though while I play this game or whatever. If you want to join the share play or whatever, that's fine, or whatever you want to do. If you want to go to the other party to be with your other friends, that's fine. But whatever, I'm just gonna go on mute for a few minutes and play this. I know a way to watch from it. Watch, excuse me, my throat. There's a way to watch from the phone. Like if you go to my YouTube channel on the phone, you can still play your game, and mine will still be going too, or whatever. Yeah, and there's another way to do it too. Like if you go to the app, and you go to where the party is on the app, you could watch that way. But there's a bunch of ways you could do it. You could join the share play. You could go to the PlayStation app. You could go to the phone and just go to the YouTube channel. Because you still want to try to play your game too, you know? Like right now, I got my phone on the table. I can occasionally glance down at it.
Activating combat mode.
It's going to be a little hard for me to hear. Hold on. I can hear you. It's just going to be a little hard for me to hear.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that! Hot! Take that! Later!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Brace yourself!
What'd you say?
Conflict resolved.
So what the hell is wrong with him? Who the hell even is that? It's like there's like a little gremlin in the background.
Activating combat mode.
It sounds like a little gremlin, like a little monster. It's like a little Harry Potter character making noises. What about that Harry Potter game? That game looked okay. It didn't look like it had much action in it, but the interactions between the characters and the graphics did seem really good.
Conflict resolved.
But that Harry Potter game might be better than it might be a little better than people think. The character customization is pretty good. You can make your character look however you want. The character on the. I had seen some gameplay footage of that Harry Potter game, and it was a little better than I had thought it was going to be. Now, what if you just go in the snowman, go inside the snowman and hide by the door? Or something, you know what I mean? Like this, then you won't have to do nothing. You won't get no points though.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
I got the Oni, and I got the Blood Artist or whatever. The girl with the ink. The girl. Yeah. I got the Pyramid Head guy. Pyramid Head. But I don't got the what's that thing called? I don't got the Stranger Things, because I don't really like Stranger Things, and I didn't know that they were gonna take it away, or I would have got it. But I got Leatherface, Ghostface, Michael Myers, Freddy, Pinhead, Pyramid Head, the Clown, Legion, the Dredge, the Blood Artist, the Oni. But I don't.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, so you got a decent amount. You got some of the good ones. What about Leatherface? He's not that good, but I still thought he was fun. Cause Leatherface, well, I never been to Hillbilly, but like the Hillbilly probably has the same thing. I don't know. So Leatherface got this one move. But Leatherface got this one move with the chainsaw, where he can knock you down with one hit. You get what I mean? He don't have to hit you twice, like, or whatever it is. So that's useful with Leatherface. When he hits you with the chainsaw, you fall. But the thing is, when he uses the chainsaw, it's hard to move left and right. It's like somebody's, you know how when you're carrying a person, it's hard to move? That's how it is when you use the chainsaw. So if they try to turn the corner, you could use the chainsaw in an open space. Or if you're good at turning, you could try to turn if you're good. But you can knock everybody down with one hit with Leatherface. You just gotta get used to using the chainsaw. The Ghostface, he was the first one I had. And I still don't know how to really use him really good. I got the most kills with Ghostface, and I used him the most. But I'm still not the best with him. I just kind of like using him because he could crouch. Like sometimes I need to crouch. Like sometimes I gotta duck and watch or whatever.
Activating combat mode.
He's having a sugar rush. She's on a sugar high. And my cousin forced his kid to have no sugar. He could only drink water. He could eat bread and toast, and he couldn't have no cereal or anything. No sugar at all. And he would be all mad all the time.
Combat mode.
Warm-up's over. Here we go. Go, go. Oh, yeah.
Resolved. Activating combat mode.
Got him.
or at the end of the match, you know, when it shows everybody running at the end, you could press the R1 or R2 or one of the top buttons, and you could read everybody's perks. Yeah, so maybe the killer, maybe he got something that we don't know about. Maybe he got something that makes him move a little faster.
Activating combat mode.
Because I used to think people were cheating. I used to think everybody was cheating. I said if they're on a computer, they're cheating. But then I learned how to look at the people's perks. So if there's a player or a survivor or a killer and they're doing something that seems weird or something that seems a little too good to be true, like how did they do that? You know, if you pick up a survivor, put them over your shoulder and they magically jump off, like you check the perks at the end of the round, go take a screenshot of what everybody had, and then try to put that on your guy. You know what I mean? If somebody is doing crazy stuff, take a screenshot of their perks at the end, and then try to give yourself what they had. You'll be the one who has the good abilities. Because if you prestige a survivor, you can share their perks. So if you prestige Leon, yeah, so you already know. Me, I only got one. I don't really like playing as a survivor. I'm lucky I got one. But it's Leon. Leon's cool. He got a police outfit on, so it seems like he's a little stronger. Yeah, but don't do nothing hardly. But he got flash grenades on a, what is it? He got flash grenades in Resident Evil too. Yeah, hiding a snowman. Hold on, I'm AFK for a second. It says horror movies that were banned in many countries. That's what it says. It says 41 horror movies that were banned in many countries.
Some of the most polarizing movies ever produced test the saying, all press is good press. Some of these films indeed continue to be shown
Leatherface.
because of the outrage and shock they inspire.
You're gonna have to get Killer Clowns when it comes out, and Leatherface, the video game. Because Leatherface is gonna be like the new Jason. Or you should get all the horror games. Or you don't have a job. Are you too young to get all the games? That's funny. You have to go get a job. You have to start doing child labor. You have to start crawling behind the machines for the adults and greasing the wheels at the factory. You have to start working in the coal mine and buy some games afterward. You know, you have to start working in the mines. Yeah, like back in the day, they used to force the kids to work. They'd make them work in the mines. You'd have to crawl in a little cave and crawl in. They'd have big machines at a factory, and the little kids would have to crawl behind the machines and clean behind the machines, and their arms and legs would get chopped off behind the machines. The arm and leg would get caught in the gears. That's why they made child labor laws. Only the adults could work. But yeah, but I don't care though. Go get a job anyway. I don't care how old you are. Go get your ass a job. Go work in the coal mine. And after, oh yeah, that's better. I forgot, that's better. That makes more sense. Yeah, go walk the dog or something. Wash the dishes. Yeah, that's what I did. Back when I was younger, I did all that in order to buy Tekken 3. You heard of Tekken? Tekken.
Activating combat mode.
I don't know how you never heard of Tekken. Tekken is one of the most popular fighting games ever created. They have Tekken 7 on the PS4. There's Tekkens for every single PlayStation. It's spelled Tekken. It's one of the most popular fighting franchises ever created. Anybody who plays video games knows about it. Well, I did chores and all that shit back when I was a kid to get Tekken number 3 for the PS1.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, you had to crawl behind the machine at the factory and clean the dust out from behind the machine, but hopefully when you're crawling behind the machine, it don't rip your arms and legs off, because there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of wheels and gears moving when you're back there with the brush trying to brush the dust away from behind the machine. Remember, don't let the machine pull you in. You know, it'll grind you up. The machine will grind you up or whatever. Or when you're in the coal mine, when you're at the bottom of the coal mine or whatever, and you hear a little rumble, be careful. You don't want to let the whole thing will collapse on you. The cave will collapse. You'll be under the ground and the whole cave will collapse.
Activating combat mode.
Or you could take all the other kids' lunch money. When you go back to school, don't let none of them have no lunch. Take all their lunch money. So everybody got to go hungry and you get the money. So everybody can eat when they go home and you keep the money. That's funny. I just made that up. Imagine if somebody did that. The people still have. If they're like, they just said you gotta give me the. Everybody's taking everybody's lunch money. Or take all their lunch money and then buy a video game with it. Or take all their Pokemon cards and then sell them at the mall. When I was a kid, I took somebody's Pokemon cards, one of the other kids. I took all his Pokemon cards, and I kept them. He wasn't looking, I stole them. Yeah, I forget, everybody was in the cafeteria, and everybody had binders of cards out. So I took my jacket and threw it over the table and covered up the binders. Then when I grabbed my jacket, I just took the binder with me and I left. I think I was in 7th. But those were all old Pokemon cards too. Those ones be worth money nowadays. Those were the first Pokemon cards that came out. I took a whole binder of. You know, those cards were extremely common. Like you could just find Pokemon cards on the ground. Like when Pokemon cards first came out, the ones that are like real expensive nowadays, there's millions of them. So I don't understand how they're so expensive when 100 trillion of them came out. There's so many of them, you could just find them in the street and find them on the ground. You know, people were giving them away for free. Nobody even wanted them. Well, people did want them, but there were so many of them. So you could just find them walking down the road on the sidewalk.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
What the fuck? I said, what the fuck? The thing killed me with one hit? That don't make no sense.
Take that! You're in for it now!
Is this the end?
No, not if I can help it!
Okay. Alright. Alright, no problem. I'll be around. What's up? I was telling him to come over here, or his guy. I didn't even know he had one. Yeah, I think he's already here. I've tried him. I think he's already here. Oh. I forgot. I thought he was already here. I don't know. Because I'm quick. I'm quick. I'm good with the menu screens. I'm very good with the menu screens on the 5. I'm about to go fight the boss. I'm trying to get my items right. I got a new accessories. I got a new sword. It says muscle belt. Got a muscular belt. Hey, let me calibrate my audio. Okay, hold on. All right.
Yeah, I got my mom's over here. She's sleeping right now. Sure, if you go ahead.
No, I'm on Crisis Core, the game that came out yesterday, and I'm about to fight the boss. It's a big ass giant dragon monster. Last night it beat me. I've been leveling up. I had to go level up. All those things I was fighting up until now was to prepare me for that monster. I got new weapons, new magic. I'm on a higher level with more health. Got more life now. Stronger moves and all that. I'm a little nervous to click on it though.
Why?
Yeah, because I might lose when I click on it. Luckily, there's a little cutscene. There's a little cutscene so I can mentally prep myself.
What the hell did you do, Anfield?
So on my way home from where I was this morning, I wanted to stop at the Indian store, see if I could pick up another eighth of that good shit. Fucking place was closed.
Yeah.
They just pick and choose when they want to be open. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and no, it was like 11:15 a.m.
What are you talking about?
I think it was, or 11 a.m. They're not even open. So what the hell? Like they're supposed to open at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That is strange.
My friend, do you
Maybe it's one of them days, man.
to a world that abhors you and I?
Maybe
No,
it's
because the store is just a front. Like anything they sell out of the store, like whatever the store sells, that don't mean shit. They're just there to sell weed and other stuff.
Are you game?
You get what I mean? So if they sell 50 eighths in 2 hours, they don't even need to keep the store open. They could just, you know what I mean? All that stuff they sell out of the store, food and drinks and shit, that's all just fake. Because the store is really like a marijuana spot and a cocaine spot.
Damn it! Take that!
then there's like a new update that showed up again for Dead by Daylight. They changed the thing and they give you a lot of points. Really? For me it was different.
Conflict resolved.
Summons aren't meant to be used like this. What happened to dreams and honor?
We are monsters. We have neither dreams nor honor.
Soldier. Doesn't mean monster. Jill. And Jill, the war is over. Everyone's real happy. As for me,
that sword represents our family's honor.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
where did you go?
Oh, is that me? Okay, must be him. Because sometimes my internet messes up.
Zach here.
It's been a while, Zach.
Sephiroth.
Come to Lazard's room.
Alright.
Lately, a large anti-Shinra organization is wreaking havoc worldwide. They're called Avalanche. I hear they're avid students of planet life.
The training room is currently being used for top-secret research. Hence, entry is strictly prohibited. But I, being the coward that I am, cannot muster the courage to enforce this prohibition. Thus, whether to enter or not will be up to you and your conscience.
Ah, there you are. Now, let us begin the experiment.
Huh? Experiment? Me?
Never mind. Just make your way to the training room.
Not without knowing what for.
You wouldn't understand it if I told you anyway. But I want to verify the virtual data. You are going to help me validate my data by participating. Now, my precious virtual data. Defeat this sample and prove my greatness to the entire world.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Now we begin.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
No, this can't be. With the settings off again.
Or maybe I'm just playing better than your data?
To make such a bold claim, you need to provide more solid data. Fight this next monster and prove... Against these new settings, you will be...
Say again?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Now.
Let me, I'm just talking to my mom.
Activating combat mode.
Let me know a little bit about the game there.
My mother ran away to Las Vegas with a retired mobster. The mafia guy.
You see?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's not good, man. That sucks.
So my mother met this guy who went to prison for being part of the mafia. Whatever that means, whatever that is. And then he had a brother who lived in Las Vegas, where all the mafia people are. Well, his brother died and supposedly left the house. So this guy and my mother moved to Las Vegas. So my mother met the mafia guy who got out of prison. Right. And then moved to their dead brother's house in Las Vegas. So so it seemed pretty weird. I said all of a sudden the guy gets out of prison. Then his brother dies in Las Vegas because he's probably part of the mob. And then they left a house which probably had tons of money hiding in it.
Wow.
How can I do Dead by Daylight if I'm in the middle of a live stream on my new game?
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you play if you want. You can test it out. It's real easy. The game's easy.
We can't play yet.
What?
Nobody's allowed to go online yet. With the survivors anyway. You gotta wait 10 minutes.
What is maintenance?
Yeah, that's because they're busy with it.
Yeah, maintenance or whatever. Happens all the time on Genshin Impact. And Deathverse.
It appears that you have the
Every time I try to play Deathverse late
Alright,
at
back
night.
on to see if the killer thing works then.
Not really a talent I want.
Because I didn't see no time in that one.
You should be proud. Samples like you, yay.
Alright.
By the by, I have an extra special... Some data I designed on a lark that displays power inconceivable.
Yeah, it's working fine for the killer.
Professor Hojo, you can't possibly mean to use that data on a human.
Not that one. It's way too dangerous.
It would be a worthy opponent for a first-rate operative. Such as yourself.
Hey, I'm warning you. Don't do this. That program is way too dangerous.
I agree. It may cost you your life. I'm not exaggerating.
Probably the same thing. Yeah, I would just wait forever until that's done.
You need not worry. I will see to it now. My precious virtual data. Prove my great...
Activating combat mode.
Astounding. This is most... Wait.
You were saying something about my remains?
Yes. My knowledge, ability, and inspiration have forged a new path. You and I will share a special relationship.
Did you hear me?
Alright, cool. You take it easy, okay?
Okay.
Alright, cool. You take it easy then. Alright.
I didn't think anyone could be...
Okay.
You must be some kind
No, alright, just take your time with it. Go ahead and help your mom out. That's good. Alright then.
So this game used to be on the PSP.
Yeah. I kind of still technically have that too, but the battery all of a sudden fucked over on me. It got bigger, so it don't fit in there no more. So now
That's
I can't
weird.
play it.
That's weird. The battery like enlarged.
I can't buy a new one because they don't sell that shit no more like that.
I know a way to get one. You gotta go to eBay. They'll have one easy.
Yeah.
I don't know how much something like that would cost. But they would have it.
I think a couple of batteries would be nice, you know, so it will last longer than that would be nice, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, eBay will force you to use a card or something. You got, or like even if I know a way to do it without having a card. So like, let's say you just had cash in your hand, but you wanted to go to eBay. You could take the cash in your hand and go to like a grocery store or wherever they do that stuff at, and you could buy a card and put the money onto the card, and that could be the card. I know somebody that had to do that. So they had no card, no nothing, no money on it, and the only way they could buy this thing was to have money on a card. So they went to a grocery store and bought an empty card. Then they took the money in the empty card and combined the two. And that's how they did it.
Yes, you and I will...
Yeah, that's good shit. I'm about to pick me some money in there.
You know, Angie,
I try this game while I smoke a cigarette for a minute.
Hey, they got a bunch of new weed in my shop now.
Hey, Zach.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, they have a couple of new ones, man. Shit. You got King Kush laying around right there. That shit was not bad. And there was another one. Can't come up with the name there real quick. Maybe later. The one that I got right now is Grapefruit Kush.
Sounds pretty good.
No,
Yours is probably
yeah,
better than mine. Because the people where you live at, they're more professional growers. They're more better at growing it.
Yeah, it is professionally done and all that.
It seems like the techniques from Holland, the growing techniques from Holland, were taken from Holland in the early and late 90s and brought over to California. And the people in California started using the Dutch people's techniques at growing plants in the 90s and the early 2000s. Then that spread or something. And there's a weed company in the Netherlands, and they travel to different parts of the world, and they gather seeds and they bring it back, and they combine them all.
There's actually a bunch of different ones, yeah, different companies that does that, and they usually go to LA and Jamaica. Those two countries, it's like the main, because the weather is the best over there. That's how they can grow it better than. We can see videos about it too on YouTube.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
I thought I'd
Yeah.
be happier.
Let me know if you want me to share playing.
No, I'm in the middle of playing this new game. I'll share play this with you so you can see what it's about.
I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another?
Oh, I'm good on that. I've seen that one. Yeah. We all know about Final Fantasy, right? That shit has been around for quite a while now.
But before that, go to the briefing room and change into a first-class uniform.
Well, this is the PS5 version. The remake of the one that was on the PSP.
Okay.
We got an unexpected wake-up call.
Are you Zach?
No light.
In the flesh.
Mother, and she picked up a distress call.
As Soldier First Class, you are now authorized to use materia fusion.
Whoa! So what do I do?
First, open the main menu. Now, try fusing these two. If you have any questions...
Now I gotta go tell the crew. They don't know something.
lot of detail in this one. What is it? Hey? Gezondheid. Hé? Er zijn die mensen van de film ook. Nee.
So you confuse the materia in this game if you know about materia or whatever.
Hey. Wacht, ik moet dat zo alles pakken. Die andere kant. Of niet? Oké. Deel van dit. Oh, dan. Ja, die gedaan.
Mother isn't really helping the situation.
So in this game, you don't visit a shop. It's like you got the shop with you the whole time. Like his shop is on his phone, like how I order stuff or whatever on the phone. It's like his shop is on the phone somehow.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing now.
In a lot of the Final Fantasies, you'll have to visit a village or a town or a city, or there'll be a merchant somewhere or a guy, like there's somebody walking around like Resident Evil 4. In this one, you just pull the phone out and there's a shop on there.
I'm in the spaceship. It looks very revealed too. A lot of details.
Do you really think?
Ik ben daar naar beneden, weet je wel. Net als hier. Hier is die dicht, ik ga aan de kant.
Hey now, are you sure you...
The target system has shut a number of doors, so you need to gather equipment on route. Mother is really helping.
Some combinations and results have not been tried, or that's why we want you to experiment.
Dat heeft hij al gezegd. Ik moet dan ook bij de, dan moet ik spullen pakken.
Yeah, and I picked
Wat ik
up
nou doe,
materials
zeg maar.
too.
Zo vind ik dan ook spullen.
I'll brief you on the mission.
Yes, sir.
The astronomer has landed on the surface of the planet the acoustical beacon is transmitting from. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert are making preparations to approach the beacon on foot. Data structure is basalt, with traces of rhyolite and probable lava overlaid. Atmosphere, immersed nitrogen, little oxygen, and high levels of tritium-2. Pressure breathes at 10 to the 4th times per centimeter. Quite the storm making up.
naturally formed materia are extremely rare, but Mako stones are relatively easy to obtain.
The security system has shut a number of doors, so you need to gather equipment en route.
Concentrated
Mako
Mako
isn't
energy.
really helping the
It
situation.
doesn't function as materia, but if we process it here, we can make it into material. Soldiers sometimes runs Mako stone excavation missions. You should go sometime.
What? Oh, yeah. Hey?
This isn't for all ears. The science department was working on making copies of Soul.
Yeah.
You remember that operative
Yes.
in jail? I believe that his
Every materia is filled
Yeah,
with the
what?
knowledge. The ancients were, of course, our predecessors. The ancients
Yeah,
had
people.
knowledge. The knowledge to control the planet's power. This knowledge is what ties us to the planet and creates magic. By the way, it's
What that? Ja. Goed. Daar komt hij aan. Nou.
Or jump in the snowman. Try to hide by the gate and see what happens. See if you can fool everybody. Hide by the exit. Let them do all the work.
Oh, I'm not in Dead by Daylight. I'm in Alien.
Oh, okay. I never played that one yet.
That's
But
a good game
like
right there, man.
But I did have the opportunity to get the disc.
Download, so you can actually play as the people from the movie.
Well, I almost got the disc of it.
I said it was really cool. I don't know, man. It might be a little too scary for you.
I doubt it. There's no way I could look at it right now. If you had the 5, I could pin it up to the top of the screen. Because if 2 5s are in a party, they could view each other in a little box. It would close the game, or it would stop what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to put it into words. It would close everything in order to join that. I did see a little bit of footage of it somewhere, because I almost bought the disc of it. The disc, and if my TV's loud as hell, the disc is affordably priced. I think the digital is too. What I want to do is get that Rocky Balboa game of Versio and Rocky. Because once that Rocky game goes on sale again, I'm getting it anyway, even if it's no good. At least we can still verse each other. I'll find somebody to verse in it. It's like one of the only boxing games. Or they should have a boxing game where we could be Muhammad Ali and fight Mike Tyson and be everybody, George Foreman and all the boxers. That's only on the PS3, not on the 4 or 5. You think they would have had a boxing game on the PS5 where Muhammad Ali looked like a real person, where Mike Tyson was doing the commercials, he's in the advertisement for the game. You think they would have made a PS5 Mike Tyson boxing game where he's in the promo doing the trailer, they got Muhammad Ali, you know what I mean? I'd have bought that day one.
soldiers here. Thank goodness. Hurry up and deal with that. You don't know? That was an intruder neutralization.
Nee, dat kun je niet pakken. Je moet zo stoppen en dan zo de missie doen. Ik kan hem alleen maar wegjagen.
My throat. My throat. I played Aliens Fireteam, no? You got Aliens Fireteam? That one's way different.
Yeah, it's way different, yeah. This one is really scary, man. Oh shit, he found me. He fucking found me. You bastard. He fucking found me, man. I was just chilling inside the little closet, and he still found me. Yeah?
Activating combat mode.
I don't know, somehow I must have made some sort of noise.
Or they're coming out with a new Cyberpunk game, but it ain't gonna be till like next Christmas.
No, it's not. It's a download thing. It's an update thing. You're right. It's more like the same thing like they did with Riptide. It's kind of like that.
I mean, a completely new. You must be. What you're talking about is something different. I mean, a whole new whatever. Because I never really played the game, but whatever it's called, they're coming out with another one, like a completely new one. They don't even got a release date out yet. You know, it says Terminator's coming in June. The new whatchamacallit, Cyberpunk don't even got a release date yet. So that's why I'm thinking late 23.
It's coming in June.
Yeah, whatever you're talking about, that's coming whenever you said it is. I'm talking about something completely different. It's a whole new game.
No, I'm talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
But,
I'm talking about the sequel. Like the sequel or whatever. Next Christmas, you'll have Cyberpunk 2. But I'm not sure if it'll be on it for. Like it probably will.
What about the Terminator then?
Cyberpunk 2.
No, Terminator. You said Terminator as well. What about that?
Oh no, RoboCop. I was using that as an example.
RoboCop.
Saying like a lot of games have a release date. Like for example, RoboCop is being released in June. It says, but the new Cyberpunk.
Well, are you sure about that? It doesn't say that.
Well,
it says 6/2023. That's not clear. It's not clear enough. It doesn't exactly say June.
I'm pretty sure it'll be around the beginning of the month. So I think it's June 2nd.
It could be the 6th, the first month, January.
But I'm just using that as an example. We've got a general release window for RoboCop, but Cyberpunk 2 doesn't have a release window.
course
So
not.
usually when the games don't have a
Yeah.
release window, they're released late the following year. So if RoboCop is being released in June and it has a release date, and the ones that don't have a release date are usually later than the ones that do, we'll skip ahead from June to December, and we'll use that as a good estimate to know when Cyberpunk 2 is coming out. So according to the research, all the evidence is pointing towards November or December of 2023, Cyberpunk 2, but it's not going to be called Cyberpunk 2. It's going to be called Cyberpunk and then a sentence. It'll have a whole sentence. Cyberpunk and then a whole sentence. It's different from the DLC thing, or whatever that is, because I think that's going to come out first. Remember, like I may be a little confused,
Yeah, that's alright, man.
but I do know that
That's the
there's
whole
a new
point
because
about
I was
writing,
watching
you don't know.
the Game Awards or whatever, or all the releases, all the trailers, like every trailer that came out in the last year. Like I seen like 2 hours worth of trailers, so it's like that's one of the games that ain't coming out for a while. Cyberpunk 2.
No, of course not. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but I'm curious about it. By the time Cyberpunk 2 does come out, I'll probably be ready to play it.
You don't even know the first one.
Yeah, I know. That way by the
why would
time
you be excited for the second one if you don't even know the first one?
I know. And here's how I made it make sense in my own mind. Once hold on. Once I heard somebody screaming through the door, like in the game. Holy crap! Somebody's screaming in the training room. Whatever though. What I meant was, by the time Part 2 comes out, I'll probably they'll probably take whatever I didn't like from Part 1 and change it and make it different or whatever. I'll probably wind up liking Part 2 when it comes out.
Entrance.
That's the wrong road, Jack. See that?
Is this Genesis doing? Damn, they're swarming us.
I'm still on the cell phone too. Like on YouTube, it should say live. Like sometimes I watch people from the phone, but I think that hold on. I've only seen gameplay footage of the game that you're playing. It's way different. It's way different from two totally different genres than this game. You know, I'm playing an RPG kind of.
Sephiroth,
Ja.
Stole the copy tech, then vanished.
Dat kan toch niet? Je ziet het toch?
Are working together? Quite possibly.
Dat is geen kast.
Do you know what they're planning? Hollander sought to head the science department.
En dat kan toch niet? Dat probeer ik het toch al, dat ging niet meer. Dus ja, je ziet het.
And Genesis is supporting this stupid cause?
I don't want to believe it.
Well, then don't.
Agreed. Now, Zach. Copies have been sighted in Sector 8 as well. Let's go.
This is bad.
We should split up.
Good call. Hold on, I'm a-coming.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction, slick.
Are these guys in this game, they're called the Turks. I don't know if they're Turkish or what. You know, there must be one, they must be all from Greece or something. The Turks.
The other areas.
Midgar's just crawling with nasties.
Soldiers having difficulties. Reno, rude.
Just say the word.
Go. Yes, sir.
So now we're outsourcing to the Turks.
Soldiers being stingy.
There's a manpower shortage.
Yeah, who could have
I'm Zach. Pleasure to meet you.
Zach.
Yeah.
You on assignment?
Same objective. Need some help here?
How generous. Well, so
Ja, het is wel mooi om te zien wel, hè? Wat is? Ja, dat weet ik ook niet. Dit is afgesloten, hè? Die staat in de toekant niet.
So when you go to YouTube, you can't leave no comments or nothing?
No, not
what I mean is, I wish I could watch you play it, but you'd have to hit the share button and go to YouTube.
No, I don't have that like that.
Well, you know how to do it, right?
No, well, yeah, but I
You just go to YouTube and you just go to YouTube on your phone and log in.
Yeah, 5 minutes less, and then it will die. Probably 3 minutes.
What I mean is, if you go to YouTube on your phone and you click sign in, and you sign into YouTube on your phone, and then that same information that was under that sign in for the YouTube on your phone, all you got to do is do that one time on the PlayStation, and you're signed in forevermore on YouTube. Your phone and your phone and your PlayStation will be linked. Like when I watch YouTube on the PlayStation, I can go to my phone and check my history, and it'll show me my last watched video. Like if I click Final Fantasy on the what I mean is, when I go to my phone, I click sign in. That's how I'm signed into YouTube on my phone. That's how I watch YouTube, because I'm signed in. You can't really watch YouTube like a normal person if you're not signed in. It's awful. It's a different YouTube. So once you sign into YouTube on your phone, the same information, it'll say John Doe at Gmail. Superman is the password. JohnDoe.com Superman for the password. Then when you hit share for the very first time, it's going to ask you that just once. And once you tell it John Doe at Gmail, my code is Superman. Your phone YouTube will be linked to your whatchamacallit. So say you're watching YouTube on the PlayStation one day, and then when you're at the bus stop or at the mall or at your job, and you go to your phone, and you go to history, it'll show you the last video that you watched, because it'll know that you watched it on the PlayStation. But when that's linked up like that, which is a simple button press, that's how you put the video on YouTube on the PlayStation.
Doesn't hurt to be.
Yeah, it's even easier than making a Facebook. Because then people could watch you without having to share play. And say you were nervous to have people watch you. You could even go set it to private, and nobody will even know that you're live on YouTube.
I'm not going to keep explaining the same thing to you.
I can't really hear. My audio's messed up. I'm just explaining how I could watch you without having to share play. You don't got it linked up for some reason, and it prevents people from being able to see sometimes. Like when I first got the PlayStation, I used to watch YouTube, but never had it linked up to my YouTube account. I used to always have to hate like typing shit in, and like once I was able to sign in, I was able to watch YouTube good on the PlayStation.
Doet hij dan daarna met de mond ook?
When I was a kid, I always wanted.
What the fuck?
You know, like an angel.
Yo, there's one guy in India. His name is Ash. How about that?
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Wings symbolize freedom.
Well, that's a good game, but the only bad thing about it is there's no co-op and there's no multiplayer.
Well, there is and there isn't, no. You can make it co-op, you know, by going into share play.
You've got skills.
I understand that.
Fighting's our main thing.
Here, a little.
That's a decent idea too.
Yeah, man. This game is meant to be like that, really. It's quite crazy.
Yeah, I do.
The steering should work pretty good too. It's time to build a little bit less, of course. Less good as the main player, but it's doable. And this is actually very creepy. The AI is quite smart and very fast. The tiniest little movement, noise, it will come at you and fuck you up. Even if you're hiding, it will come grab you.
To eliminate them.
It's crazy. I haven't finished this yet. That's the main story, but not the extra downloads. With this extra download, you can actually... You're pretty much in the first Alien movie yourself. You're playing as the real people from that. You got this one alien on board, you gotta do missions here. Close hatches and stuff.
Well, back when I was a kid, I bought this disc for the PS1. And the disc for the PS1 had 4 discs. It was the only game I played really when I was a kid. The first game I ever seen with 3 or 4 discs. I had to buy a memory card just in order to play it. First game I ever played that took about 100 hours to complete. But this is the next installment for it on the PS5 in the future. So sorry if I don't seem as interested. But I do acknowledge that game though,
You're fine.
because I almost bought the disc. Like one day
This
I
is
will
the
own
thing.
that disc. You know what I mean? Next time I see that disc around, I'll snatch it up.
Not being able to play it though, to me, not necessarily having the disc, because that's all right. It used to be all about that back in the day. Now, no. Kind of rare. If they give you some really good stuff for it, then you know, to make it worth it, then yeah.
Why don't you try this game? This is one of the newest games on the PS5. Just came out yesterday. And then after you're done trying it, you could go on your phone and watch the video where you won. You could go to my channel and watch yourself win and leave a comment. You could go leave a comment, say hi from Holland. That's me winning.
I can't leave comments, man. They don't let
That's
me.
because you're not signed in.
No, I am signed in. Even if I'm signed in, I can't do comments. They don't let me.
I don't know why.
Yeah. They're saying some sort of bullshit error going on. And what else? There was something else. I don't remember what that was.
You guys were pretty tight.
I wonder.
I just don't have that ability. PlayStation don't allow you. Well, they should.
Oh yeah, PlayStation don't allow you to do it. In order to do it, you gotta go to your phone and sign in. And if your phone won't let you do it, you just make up a new account. You just go sign in under another email address, Don Doe.
My phone, let me talk to you. My phone, it's like the PlayStation. It don't allow me, man. It is fucking up on.
If you got Google on your phone, you could do it. Because you could just type in youtube.com on the phone. You don't even need the app. YouTube got a website. You could just go to the website version on Google.
Yeah, I always do.
That might be part of the problem.
Don't take Sephiroth lightly.
You're supposed to use the app. Yeah, because deep down I feel like you should be trying a new game on the 5. And later on tonight when you're watching TV or eating dinner, you can go check out the video where you won and leave a comment.
Is that the best you can
This the cutscene where we're all getting ready to fight the final boss.
do? And Jill? Stay back.
It's not the end of the game though, but that's the final boss right there.
Hero. Come and try.
So smug. But for how long?
Anybody who sees this video, anybody who wants to try this game, I'll give them the controller. Anybody who sees this video and hears me, you can see my PlayStation name in the title of the channel. You just type in my PlayStation name on the PlayStation, I'll add you to the party, give you the controller. You can watch yourself play the PS5 live, and I'll take a break. Because I think there's 2 people viewing or something, I don't know.
I should be able to show you. You should be able to tell.
Stop!
Your thing, you should see the number.
You'll destroy this place.
That's no way to talk to a hero!
Really? The other fucking alien just he did a ninja attack on me. He did a ninja attack on the ninja. How about that? Okay, Ash. She's on the other side. Wait, Ash. Is that you, Ash? Your aunt, let me borrow your phone from. You don't want no money. You didn't have that whole blood. You didn't stay with me. Come on with it. Gotcha. You bastard.
Enough! And Geo.
Out of my way!
Genesis!
Hey, how you doing? I just saw the comment.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Thanks for joining or whatever for a few minutes.
Hey, welcome to the party.
But
Even if tomorrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
I wanted to see this.
Oh, that's the
Now, as that fight was going on, I was capturing clips. That's why it looked like it might have froze for a minute. So if the screen froze, that was me capturing 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, so I could share the fight.
As for Angeal.
Angeal? What happened?
Later, I received one of his famous lectures.
About what?
Final Fantasy.
I'll show you what I mean. It might take a minute though. Sometimes it takes some time to load.
But it ain't nothing final about it.
Excuse me. I got coronavirus. I'm dying of the virus. I'm dying of the virus again.
It's asthma, don't worry.
It's the virus.
Oh shit, he's on me, man. He's trying to find me.
Cyrus the virus. From Con Air.
He's smelling it. He's smelling it right in there.
Who, the alien?
Yeah, he's actually smelling the closet, seeing if you smell.
Can't you hide an event?
Always
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But the reason it froze like that is because I was sending a video.
He did that fake shit. He did that fake shit on me. He like pretended he leaves, but he wasn't really leaving. I like that shit, man. There's a lot of game that does that.
They're in
They should
league
do
with
that though.
Hollander.
Terminator should be like that.
How could this happen?
Yeah, this is official. This is the official game. That's why. This is not some fan-made thing, you know.
I might go on pause for 1 second. I gotta try to check my messages real quick. Okay, it went through. That one went through. That other one went through.
Yeah, well, the message.
So there's one that didn't go through.
You have to like go to a certain size or whatever. Hopefully it will work.
Okay, yeah, I'll add you. I'll add you. Like this party is for people who play RPGs. If you know what an RPG is.
What I'm doing right now, yeah.
So you know, feel free to pop up in here if you're playing RPGs. You know what I mean? So hold on though. Let me find you. Let me find you. Oh, I must not do that. Okay. You must be offline.
No, not me.
No, I'm talking to somebody who left a comment. I'm in the letter G.
Well, where's the
Yeah, I don't see you.
That might be the problem.
Wish I could add you. I can't find you.
Yeah, one little shit. Is he in here now?
Yeah, I can't find you.
You come again?
Hold on, I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way. Far Cry 4. Why can't I find you? Alright, hold on, let me figure this out. So it begins with a J. That's what it said. When I go to add, and I go to friends, and I go to J, oh.
And Jill, what are you up
He's looking
to?
for me.
Where are you?
We're going for the whole map, yeah?
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
Yeah. He's hunting me down now. I'm in the closet.
Hey, how are you? Not a bit of static. A little bit of static, but not, you know. It's not overpowering, but I do notice a tiny bit. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Activating combat mode.
Get away from me. There's somebody here. Somebody home. That's right. Move your ass.
This is like my RPG area I created. And I originally had thought of it for two reasons. So one time there's this game, it's called Chrono Cross. It was originally created on the PlayStation 1 and had 2 discs. Well, a few months ago, or like a year ago, they remade it for the PS4 and 5. I noticed a lot of people were playing it on the first day. I wanted to talk and communicate with some of those people. So I added a bunch of people that I noticed had Chrono Cross to this one group, and we all talked about the game when the game first came out. And then I wound up getting Final Fantasy Origins, which is multiplayer but has no party chat. And me and a couple of my friends pre-ordered that game. So we needed a place to talk at. So we just went to basically the RPG area. Because a lot of those games don't got party chat. But if 2 people are playing RPGs, they still could be in here or something. It's the RPG group. I'm weird, I got a group for everything.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Jaffa. What's up, man?
Activating combat mode.
Oh, shit. I'm playing some real scary shit right now. Here we go. Oh, shit. You got me. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, hold on, man. You on the game right now?
Conflict resolved.
We should see this game. We should see this game, man.
So, like, did you say Destiny? So, like, I collect discs. So a friend of mine collects discs too. So he's got a disc of Destiny. But like, I thought Destiny was free, but somehow he got a disc of it. Okay, it turns out, I probably already told you this, but it turns out Fortnite got a disc too. I think it's got Save the World. Yeah, it's actually expensive and collectible. What'd you say, 35 pounds? So that's got to be like, what, like $50 or something in America? Yeah, well, it's even more than that over here, because if you try to buy it in America, and if you're in America and you try to buy it, They want $90 or $100. So that's more than, it's cheaper where you're at. And I don't think you get nothing but Battle Royale and Save the World. That's all you get. It's a $90 disc. Oh yeah, no, I mean the disc is like a collectible thing for somebody who wants that, who's into that type of thing.
The door isn't receiving power.
Like I like games that are only on a disc, but are affordable. Like in the $20 to $60 range.
Zach, open.
Because Deadpool ain't even the greatest game. But I feel like it's even better because it gives me an excuse to use my disc slot when it's like I only use it to watch movies on occasion. I actually use my disc slot to play games. I want the disc of this game.
That should open the door.
And I want to go back one day and complete this on a disc.
Zach, open the valve.
So it says Ghostbusters got an update. It said log in and log out to update. Visit the game at Discord for more details. Not sure what it is, just a patch. That's a cool picture though. That is a cool looking picture. I'm about to take a closer look at that. This is like the advertisement for the 5. That might make a whatever you call that. That shit that was a wallpaper or something. That's the update or whatever it is. It says Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That's a new movie that's coming out? Okay, yeah, that's what it is. The new movie. They got a trailer out for it. Looks corny if you ask me. I never really liked Miles Morales. I ain't a big Miles Morales fan. Never liked him. Always wanted him to get killed.
Zach, open the valve on the lowest level.
I didn't like the way that they made all the white characters look deformed in the movie. You know, I went to go watch this one Spider-Man cartoon about Miles Morales. It had all the white people looking deformed. Yeah, it probably is. With all the multiverse stuff going on. I doubt it. So that means what? He's gonna have, what do you call it? So what? He's gonna have a prostate infection because of how gay he is? Well, I met a guy who was so gay, he said he had a prostate infection. And I said, you need to come clean and tell me about this, because that's something that only old men get. Yeah, well, hopefully this don't happen to you. And this is like real dirty and gross. And you can always unfriend me if you wanted to after I tell you this. So this dude got fucked in the ass so hard, so many times, that like his like ass ripped open on the inside, and like in the back of your dick, like where your prostate is, whatever that is, like a little gland, that like touches like the tube of your ass tube like touches that. So he got rammed in the ass so hard that a little opening tore in his ass. And germs and shit and pieces of shit went through and touched his prostate, which got infected, which mean the doctor had to shove tons of Q-tips up his dick all the time, and he had to be on medicine. All because he got rammed in the ass too hard too many times. That really happened to the guy. I know the person. I don't hang out with him often. Well, whatever it was, I guess it's a real thing. I didn't even know such a thing existed, because I heard of people having a prostate problem and it being infected, but that's all like old people get that. Like an old man gets that. Like an old man who has trouble peeing or something. Like those, they would get it. Yeah, well, I mean, it could even happen with a dildo. So if somebody shoves a dildo in your ass so many times, too hard, a little tear will happen in the inside of your ass, and germs will go through it and touch your prostate. And your prostate rubs up against I don't know what you call it, your colon. Your prostate touches your colon on the inside. The tube of your colon touches your prostate. So if somebody shoves a dildo in your ass and then it breaks through the fucking wall of your ass, your germs will go touch your prostate. And that's how this guy's shit got infected. I didn't even know such a thing could occur. I didn't even think such a thing in my imagination could ever even occur until he told me some shit like that. And these were the type of people I worked with at my previous job. No wonder why I took them to court. I think that might be the nastiest gay thing I ever heard, besides a stinky tulip. So, like, this one dude was lifting weights, and his ass fell out. It looked like an upside-down flower. It was a stinky version of the tulip. The dude's ass fell out. I don't even know how that happened. He had no ass. His ass fell out of him. I'm dying. Oh. As I thought I won, I died. Something fucking fell on me from above. That's fucked up, though.
Conflict resolved.
Conflict resolved. That's what it says. A Rakamako reactor, or whatever it is, from the looks like the place from Part 7 in the first level. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. Well, I had bought the original on the 4 just so I could use the speed and the invincibility to cheat my way up to Ruby Weapon and try to beat him. Because I can never beat Ruby Weapon on the original. That's the big giant monster in the desert.
Activating combat mode.
Then you played the remake too? But you didn't play the DLC on the remake, or did you? The DLC is Yuffie. Because the DLC is only on the PS5. Yeah, I know, but what I mean is, and I don't know how to put it into words. Because I'm like playing as I'm talking and I'm tired. What I mean is there's a whole nother game. Like, once you beat Final Fantasy Remake and you got a PS5, it offers you to buy the DLC. And the DLC is like a whole continuation of the game, except you're the Japanese girl, or you're the ninja girl. Yuffie. You know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. And inside that Yuffie DLC, there's a hidden super boss that I could never beat. But I had watched a friend of mine beat it. But I had never beat it. So I do got that. If you like Final Fantasy and you played Remake, I'll let you play the DLC anytime you want. Well, not right now. But you get what I mean, right? I'll fucking let you play that Yuffie shit, or whatever it is, with the Chinese girl. But pardon me, I'm trying to fight. I'll let you play the shit with the Chinese girl if you want. The DLC. You know, if you don't beat it, you can always save the game, pick up some other time, like, just say, because you're not going to be able to beat it all at once through a share play. Okay, not bad. You do got a 5. Well, if there's any PS5 games that you notice I got, and the DLC is only for the 5, I don't mind passing the controller on that to my friends. Because at the end of the day, it's an easy way for me to get some trophies, and I get to have like a tutorial. It's like my friend fumbled through the game, and that was like my tutorial, and I picked up a few trophies off that. So when I go back and play it myself, I know what to do. And that's one of the ones I didn't get, no. But it's on my wish list.
Activating combat mode.
Or the triple pack is in my wish list. I didn't really like Part 7. Resident Evil 7 I didn't like it. Like Part 8 is like tolerable, It's just a horrible first-person shooter because, in my opinion, once you play Doom Eternal and you complete Doom Eternal, a lot of first-person shooters don't, you know what I mean? When I played Resident Evil The Village, that must be new. They just added that. But when I was playing The Village, like I had just completed Doom Eternal and went straight to The Village. And it just didn't stack up. Like, because in Doom Eternal, when you shoot the monster, they die. Like, if I walk up to a werewolf and I point a shotgun right at its nose, half its head gets blown off. One shot. But on The Village, you could walk up to the werewolf, point blank in his temple, and unload 20 bullets. Bang, 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 bang. And it don't even die. That made me not even want to play it. I said, we just unloaded 20 silver bullets in its temple. His head didn't even explode, and it kept on coming. I said, what the fuck? I just played Doom Eternal where I blew their whole chest through their back with 1 or 2 shots.
How wretched.
I like Doom Eternal a lot. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
These are highly classified
Hell
research
yeah.
documents.
No, I never completed like I have what I mean is I completed Ancient Gods and all that and the DLC and all that on the 4. And then I got the 5 version and I haven't fully completed the campaign, but Doom Eternal looks crazy on the 5. I probably should go complete it. I got so many other games and I already beat that already.
These are highly
But I'm a fan of that.
research documents.
It got a verse mode too. Slayer vs. Demon.
Project G.
So one player beats the demon, the other player beats the demon slayer. But the demon slayer is usually way powerful. I suck as the demon.
These are highly classified research documents. Project G.
So I can send video clips, but it's hard to watch them. Because like if the people on the 5 could just click on it. But everybody else, it's like they'll have to go to their phone or just leave it. They need to come up with a way, an update, that lets people watch that on the 4. Oh wait, I think it did go through. Yeah, they're fighting on the edge of a giant gun. It was like a giant gun facing the ocean. What could have made it better though is during the fight, they push it on the screen like tap X or tap circle.
Get your bearings.
He said, get your bearings. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
These are highly... Project G.
There must be notes on the table. Is he pointing at a stack of notes? Oh, there it is. So I got one of the Far Cries. What was it? Mine's the crappy one, but I still enjoyed it. I had the Blood Dragon one. I didn't think I would like it. Don't they force you to be like don't they force, who they, I didn't like the characters that they force you to be. Oh, that is
Get
good.
your bearings.
That's like one. That's for me. That's a redeeming quality.
Get your bearings.
I'm not sure because I'm playing a game as I'm. Yes. What about it?
Woozy.
It was
Okay.
shortly before Genesis left.
Oh, I remember now. I do know what you're talking about. I remember now.
The wound was
That's
superficial,
Far Cry 6.
but for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was...
Now, I've only seen a few episodes of it, but I did see the final episode. It seems like the one season, the second season, or the third season, or whatever it is, they're all movie-length episodes. Those episodes are like movies.
First, he'll need a transfusion.
I thought they defeated the bad guy awful easily.
Aren't viable.
Then I started making fun of it afterwards. It makes me sound rude, though. But then people could try to make fun of me, but it wouldn't work as much, because say I was like, on Stranger Things, the bad guy got jumped by a bunch of little kids and a lady. Now, if I was an evil villain with magical powers, I had the powers of life and death over reality itself, 6 or 7 little kids and some lady are not going to beat me. But then they could say, well, Dragon Ball is fake. It's a cartoon. I'll say, well, if you watch the final episode of Dragon Ball Super, there's a big bald-headed guy named Jiren. Looks like a white Hulk. Bunch of little kids and a girl, they didn't beat him. A bunch of little kids and a girl didn't fight Jiren. So we know who fought Jiren. So we know who fought... I'm joking, I'm laughing. So we know who fought Jiren. Not everybody survived. I'm stuck in this room. Like, I don't know what to do. Is there I feel like, is there an on-screen cue that I'm not seeing? Is there okay, I finally figured it out. It's like there's different notes around the room, pieces of paper. And you gotta look at each one of them. And I didn't care about what the paper said. I kept trying to ignore it.
Project Genesis. Contrary to this report, Genesis showed clear signs of change.
Degrading?
Not only that.
Copies?
So they keep talking about Genesis in this game. Like, Genesis to me is like a rock and roll band from a long time ago. Genesis. And a video game.
You want to do something to me, eh? But then, who will stop Genesis and Angeal?
See, so who's gonna stop Genesis? They're coming back, the rock band. Nobody could stop them, Genesis.
Genesis.
You won't take Hollander.
Zach, go.
Yeah.
There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess. Hero of the dawn, healer of worlds.
Loveless again. You never change.
3 friends go into battle. 1 is captured. 1 flies away. The one that is left becomes a hero.
A common story.
If we were to enact it, would I be the one to play the hero? Or would you?
It's all yours.
Indeed. After all, your glory should have been mine.
How petty.
In hindsight, perhaps.
So they just came out with a new comic book, Batman and Spawn. They had already teamed up before, years ago, but blame the coronavirus. Tell China. I'm going to China, and the reason why is because I got a bone to pick with them. I want to know why I got sick or something, and I'm going over there and I'm learning Kung Fu before I go. Because I'm going to fuck them all up. Kung Fu. Well, I'm Kung Fu and all the people that, you know what I mean, Kung Fu COVID or whatever. But they should make a movie about a monk. You know how all the Shaolin, like the karate people, but this is about a fat Shaolin. He's fat. And it's called Chunk the Monk. And like they never thought he could do karate, and they could never teach him no moves. It's like Kung Fu Panda, but it's instead of a panda, it's a fat monk. You know, Chunk the Monk. And they teach him Kung Fu, and he saves the temple. And he's super strong because he's fat and all that, you know. Chunk the Monk. I made it up. So I want to see that. Chunk the Monk. Or a monk named Chunk. This is far away, but like I just hit the store real quick. This is Street Fighter 6, Tekken Part 8. I want to see what it says, the top games in my country, it says. And then new games. Midnight Suns is way too much money. Evil West looked okay. Still quite pricey. And Gundam is free. Gundam is free. DKO is free, but DKO look like it's for little kids. I wanted to get Chained Echoes because Final Fantasy VI, which has Super Nintendo graphics, may never appear on the PS4. But there's a game that was created through Patreon. People paid the creators of this game. Fans of old school Final Fantasy paid the creators of this game just to make it so they could put it on the 4 and on the Switch. So I wanted to get this game. It's the closest thing we'll ever get to Final Fantasy VI on the PS4. Chained Echoes. It's under new games. It doesn't look very impressive, but it seems very fun to me. Well, I probably did hear of it. Yeah, I heard of that one. I haven't completed it, but it did seem like a pretty decent game. I think I only played a little bit of the original 3. You know NES, the original NES? They had like cartridges that were like kind of like squares or they're gray. So back when I was a kid, we had the NES, but I would get a new game every single week. Because I would go visit my one family member on a Friday, and I would leave there on a Sunday night or a Monday morning. And every time I get there on Friday, there'd be a new game waiting for me. And then every time I would leave on Sunday night or Monday, I would take the game from the previous week and bring that with me to play during the other days when I would come back and then play the new game over the weekend or something like that. It was like a cycle I went through. And so I had over 100 NES games when I was a little kid. Because if you have an NES for 2 years and you get one game a week, that's like a dresser drawer filled with cartridges. I had mad cartridges. And people used to bring my family cartridges and they would just give them like $2 for one of the games. But I thought you were going to say some retro RPG or something. What old school RPG did you play? You played Final Fantasy VII. Which is more like an action game. Devil May Cry seemed like it had more in common with God of War.
Activating combat mode.
Like an RPG, you know it's an RPG if your life is HP. If it says HP and MP. MP is your magic, HP is your health. That's one indicator that it's an RPG. A lot of them have turn-based battle systems. Like, I'm not a big fan of Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior or whatever it is, because this day and age there's no excuse for random battles or turn-based battles. Like, this game I'm playing now is still an RPG. HP, MP, equipment, stats, you know, like numbers you raise and lower. But it's active battles. It's no like random shit, like it's active battles, like I'm running around, like we're not taking turns, you know what I mean? But some of those turn-based ones are alright. Hold on, I'm responding to a comment. No, I don't remember who you are. You change your name. Yeah, you change your name every 2 weeks. I don't know who you are. And every time you change your name, or every time it's a different person commenting, I think it's the same person with a different name. You keep changing your name every other day. Conflict resolved. You changed your name. I know the one you're talking about. There's ups and downs about that one. I completed part 1. So part 2 is like really girly. You might like part 2. Part 2 is a little fruity. You might like that one, not in a bad way. I played through like half of it myself. What I mean is, in the middle of battle, in order to change your abilities, the girl switches her clothes. So like depending on what clothes she has on, so she could dress like a cowboy, shoot the gun. Like dress like an angel and fly. Like, you know what I mean? You could change your clothes in the middle of the fight. What is it, Final Fantasy X? Yeah, part 2 is the girly one, which is still okay. Because I played it a little bit, it was still alright. Playable to say the least. But, the platinum on part 10 is almost unobtainable. It's super hard to get. It's one of the hardest, platinums to get on the PlayStation 4. And, you can't skip the cutscenes. Like in all the remakes, like on part 8, part 7, like you could speed up the game. Yeah. Get all of them. So fuck it. I don't really like number 15. Like 15's got good graphics. 15 has got really good graphics and a pretty decent story. I wasn't quite into you know, like my heart just wasn't in 15. I couldn't. One day I will go back and play it because it's free on the 5. 15 is free on the 5. But I wasn't into driving a car. It was like they're at like a little diner from the 1950s. For 7, 8, 9, 10, and remake, they're all definitely playable. 15. That's... I'm not sure. XV. Yeah, that's the one I didn't really like for some reason, but the graphics are good. Because I played like 10 Final Fantasies, right? And when I played Final Fantasy 15, like, have you played 15? Because the first 15 minutes of the game, you're pushing a car through the desert, listening to like music that shouldn't even be in a Final Fantasy. Like, Final Fantasy is known for like certain iconic tunes, like certain iconic themes and tunes, and at the beginning of the game, the themes are missing. And then where you're saying, well, this don't feel like a Final Fantasy because it's not a, like they're listening to like fucking, that music don't belong in there, I tell you that much. The whole pushing the car shit, I didn't make it too much after pushing the car. Yeah, no, I heard about that. I got access to that. I got Origins, which isn't very popular. It wasn't well received. But I did enjoy the time I had with it. It was my first platinum. I can see why everybody said it sucked because it's too hard to play. The people that play Final Fantasy, they're not used to dying with one hit. And in Final Fantasy Origins, that's very similar to Dark Souls. You could die with one hit. Yeah, 5 is not on the 4. But it should be on the phone. You can get it on the cell phone, part 5. Final Fantasy V. What's this? What did it say? What's it called? Must be 7. It's not 5. Because 5 ain't on the 4. Well, 7 got the guy with the blonde hair. 8 got the guy with the gun, but it's a sword. He got the sword gun in part 8. Part 9 got the guy with the tail. And part 10 got the girl with the staff. So that's how you could tell the difference.
What's the matter now?
I was looking for materia, and now I'm late for my assignment.
I see. But where's your sword?
Yeah, get the remaster. Get Final Fantasy VII Remake.
The restless puppy.
Get all of them. But they're free anyway. I mean, they're free, but they're not. They're all free anyway. Anybody who got the right subscription can just play them. Yeah, I'm glad that you know about them. Yeah, they're all free. I already own half of them. Like, I bought half of them. Like, I don't really need to... Like, I acknowledge that they're there, but that's not... I only need to go there to play 9 and 10. And I like Part 9 better than 10. But Part 10 has better graphics.
Prove your honor to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the 5 version of that. That's the one that has the DLC. The DLC is only on the 5 for that. So the point, like, one of the things about these Final Fantasy games, every one of these games has, like, super hidden mega bosses that are super hard to beat. So it's like you pick one of the Final Fantasies, you make it through the story and try to find a hidden super mega boss and see if you could beat him. Or find a way, come up with a build that lets you do it.
What is it you're after?
World domination.
That's not even funny, man.
How about revenge?
For what? And Jill!
I've become...
Yeah, those are, like, certain ones, those kind of ones, some of them are not good. That one's probably playable. I never played that one. But that one didn't look too good. That one's not like a real Final... That's not a real Final Fantasy. That's like a, what do you call it? You know, let's say a guy from a character... There's 2 characters in a TV show, and then one of them goes and gets their own show. What do they call that?
Then what should an angel fight for,
That's like a side thing. That's a side show or whatever. Or there's a lot of side shows like Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy Origins, Crisis Core. Crisis Core is an offshoot. You know, like Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, the one I'm playing. That's an offshoot. It's like an offshoot of 7. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, the disc on the PS4 is 2 discs. It's the only PS4 game with 2 discs. Because it takes up, the graphics are so good or whatever, you got to put in 1 disc to install the game and another disc to play it. Well, I'm only vaguely familiar with that, but I do know what you're talking about, Dante, because he's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Here, hold on a second. Are you in a game right now? Can't you put that on pause? Try this game out for a second. It was real easy. It's a cutscene anyway. Or take your time. You don't even got to if you don't want to. But whatever. I sent the thing, and that way you can sit there for as long as you wanted to. See, I was always curious about that. Must only be on the 5. Like, say you were playing with me, it would just my game wouldn't go off. I would just pick up where I left off after the share play. So on the 4, it must close out your game or something.
It's a church.
An angel?
No, I'm Eric.
So I don't know if you know this, but the girl gets killed in Final Fantasy VII. Spoiler alert.
Scared me.
Well, there she goes back when she was alive, because Crisis Core is like a prequel to Final Fantasy VII, the original. So the original pixelated game, Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, Final Fantasy VII, the original 7. This is a prequel to 7, so everybody's still alive.
I have to repay you somehow.
Don't worry about it.
No. Aha. Hey, how about one date?
What is that? Don't be silly. Stop. Don't step on the flowers.
Excuse me?
You're in control, so you can skip it if you feel like it. Because this is like a lovey-dovey part. It's a little too lovey-dovey for me. Me neither. Because I take the good with the bad with these games. The only parts I don't like are these kind of parts, where they're like all lovey-dovey and shit, but that's part of the story right there. Because you're supposed to grow attached to her. That way you feel emotion when she dies. She's the first video game character that I knew could die. Because back when I was a little kid, Mario comes back to life, Sonic never dies. You know what I mean? She was the first video game character that really died for me.
Never thought of it that way.
Because, like, back in the day, everybody played there. Like, a new game came out, Final Fantasy VII. Most people never even played a Final Fantasy. They just played the new game, Final Fantasy VII. Well, or halfway through the game, one of your characters dies. Everybody was left scratching their head. Or you just walk around. It's really simple. Like, you don't really press much.
Are you always here?
He's trying to marry her in the church.
So, where are you going?
I think I seen her on one of them websites with her boobs out or something.
I'll take you.
Where?
Dunno.
You just want to spend more time with me.
Yeah.
Huh?
So in Final Fantasy VII, she got a crush on Cloud because that was her first boyfriend. Looked like Cloud.
Sector 5.
So he looks like the guy with the blonde hair. And that was her first boyfriend. So when he gets killed and she meets Cloud, she wanted to protect him, so she wound up getting herself killed.
Well, I should be good once I make it there. All right? Lead the way.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't think there is any cosmetics. You just run around, basically. You use that marker at the top to see where to go. Sometimes you find a chest. Sometimes a monster will pop up. Like in between, you get some items. This part seemed like a lot of... This must be the next battle. This is probably an easy one. So I think the top buttons, R1... No, excuse me. Let me start over. Square. Try square. Square and X. The X is dodge, like Dark Souls. And then magic, you hold L1. So, okay, good. So next time you fight...
You're amazing.
Next time you fight, because we'll practice the magic next time. Next time you fight, hold L1. and the menu will change. It'll say triangle, circle. Each one is a different magic, but you gotta hold L1 to do it.
Let's move.
And then to heal yourself, you press circle, but you only have a few of them.
Hey, I looked good, right? What?
Dunno.
Come on, flatter me.
All right, Zach. Let's go.
Hello?
Have you ever played Fist of the North Star? Or heard of Fist of the North Star? That game is pretty decent.
Hey!
Or he's dilly-dallying, he's messing up on his mission. But he's flirting with this girl instead of doing the mission. Look, that's where they live.
So, here we are.
Yep.
So the real city is up in the sky, like up above them. It's held up by those metal things. See that metal thing?
Of course.
The real city is held up by those metal beams.
Hey, inside that.
And then the poor people's city is right there. Because the real city is up above. See, look up in the sky. See, that's the real city up there. And that's the new part they're trying to build. It blocks out the sun for the poor people underneath. And there's a train that could take you up there. And that's where all the shit happens.
It's kind of stuffy here.
You okay?
Yeah, that's her first boyfriend or whatever.
There's no sky here.
We don't need.
What's it called?
Sky.
You're under this plate.
Oh, I played part 1, never played 2, and then I completed Infinity. But that was on the 3, but I still got the trophies for it. So even if you log into the PS3 and sign in on the 3 and get a trophy, and then you log in on your 4 and you click sync trophies, all your PS3 trophies be added to the 4 after that.
You think so?
Yeah, that's how I got some of the trophies for it on the 5.
Show you a pretty sky. It won't be scary. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
A lot of my trophies came off the PS3. I think. I could be wrong. Awful lot of cutscenes in this part.
Looks like an interesting place.
Yeah. Wanna take a look?
Whoa!
Oh, sorry.
Be careful, huh?
So let me guess, he just robbed us.
Sorry, Dad.
Man, that hurts. Huh?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. I enjoy the challenge of the battles.
My wallet's
You gotta work your way up to the higher enemies, the ones that are hard to defeat. You just happened to tune in during one of the cutscenes that was no good. This is like a part where he's trying to like date the girl.
Okay? I'm gonna go catch that kid and get my wallet back.
Bruno's his name.
Bruno? You know his name?
But the same thing happens in Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you play the beginning of it.
He doesn't.
At the beginning of the game, you gotta do some shit to get the girl to like you.
If he really stole from you, I'm sure he had.
No, this game's actually pretty easy right now.
I'll go look for him. Zach?
The hard Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy Origins.
Alright, I'll wait here. But I'm pretty antsy.
Yeah, I know.
And Final Fantasy Origins is the hard one. because the difficulty gets higher and higher. Chaos difficulty. The DLC costs $25, and all it is Gilgamesh difficulty. Whatever the fuck a Gilgamesh is, nobody knows. It's Gilgamesh difficulty.
That's it. It's my wallet that was stolen.
I thought Gilgamesh was some name from the Bible or something. Or the name of some animal, like a God of War monster.
Did he go out from here?
Who cares if you don't explore? We're trying to work our way through. You can even skip it if you want. Oh, the kid robbed your wallet or something.
A little boy? Don't know. Although, children never come this way.
Yeah, because we can cleave them in two. I say if it's up to me, I'd cleave them in two. It's to gather information.
He didn't go this way.
You gotta just walk up to the people and tap X on them. Just walk up to every person and click X one time. Then you could just spam to get out of there. After going through that, it said, I have been tricked. That way you could just move on with the game.
That's it. How far did you have to go? Huh? Hey! That's the kid who took...
You want to try to get to the next battle. Me too, a little bit. Luckily my TV's on top of the refrigerator. Ain't that weird? Oh, there's a bunch of fights right there. Yeah, go to mission. That's where all the fights are. Anywhere. I mean, well, maybe not that one. But a lot of those got fights in them. Did you see that? Well, we gotta walk through that door over there, I think.
Hey, excuse me. I'm looking for a little...
Maybe. Oh, there is no indicator. It could be anywhere. Is that him in the corner over there? So you're looking for a boy. That's him in the corner.
Hey kid, was it you who took my wallet by any chance?
Oh, come on. You saw. I've been here the whole time.
They all look the same to me.
You're right.
Don't make the trade. Because we want to move on.
Fine. Have it your way. Well then, good luck.
Because if you just, every person has an X on them. So you could just run up to each person, tap X one time, and then go to skip scene. After you do that 5 times, the game will move on. There's 4 people.
I am a carpenter that travels all over the world.
They just want you to talk to each person one time. This is the first village that you visit in the game. So I think they're trying to tell us that it's good to talk to the people. So they want us to talk to each person once. Talk. No, you don't want to stick around. You want to move.
There's no need.
She's holding up the mission.
It's just bad luck.
Hey, why don't we look together?
Bye.
Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna yell at him straight from the top. I'll ask him why he did it. And I'll forgive him if it was for a good reason.
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay. Let's go look.
Yeah, but we still have no leads.
If Bruno needed money, he should...
Let's skip it. Because we could spend 2 hours trying to find this kid. This could be like a 4 or 5 hour mission. We don't want to do that. You gotta talk to the other people you never spoke to yet. You gotta remember there's 6 or 7 people there.
This is a Sector 5 market, but... You! Oh, no! Never mind.
I found you!
Whoa! Okay. No more running.
Yeah, because I would have skipped, like, I know you never played this before, but for me, I would have got through all this in 2 seconds. Just buy it for him. Let's hurry up and get it over with.
Really? Zach, are you sure?
Yeah. Buy it with my money, okay?
Thanks so... The monster...
Alright, so now we can finally walk out of there. I said basically he robbed you because he was afraid of the monster. The monster made him do it, he said, and you're gonna go kill the monster.
Here we go. This is them.
Alright, so magic is L1. And then the other button. See, it says Blizzard, so you see at the bottom. Down there. It's like a power attack. These guys are easy. I've been getting my guys' strength up by doing those missions. So the story mode is going to be easy because I'm pretty far along on the missions.
Oh, here we are. One wallet.
Those are just regular easy monsters though. Like if something really cool happens, you'll know if something good's happening, and you want to watch it. Right now, they're just walking around the poor town with the poor people. Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
That way we can focus on the mission. Hold on. It was telling us something on the right of the screen. We might have to go back. So there should be something hiding in here if we can find it. At least because I couldn't read what it said on the screen. So I don't know. I thought it... Let's look at it. Or press start. Go to mail. Go to useful tips. Because that one's lit up. That's the inbox. You want to go down to useful tips. Yeah, we'll go to that one and click on all of them. It says obtain the cactus thorn. Only the one that's lit up. See on the bottom? It's got a dot. See, no, the one with the dot. Those are the ones we need to look at. Or whatever, forget it, I don't know. Mention something about the chocobo materia on the right hand side of the screen. But whatever though, just forget about it. I thought that there might be something in there. I always go. I can always go back. So Final Fantasy Remake is like this one, but you got 3 people. You got 3 people, and it got a better story. Oh yeah, definitely.
Activating combat mode.
Maybe I should...
Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode.
Conflict resolved.
Alright. Looks like that's the last of the monsters. Now.
That's what I'm talking about. Where's the treasure?
What? For one more. 2. To deliver dreams to her. 3.
I don't get it.
I return to princess.
Hey, you're that weird kid I...
Well, she had what we needed, though, the chocobo feather. So basically what they're saying is he met the girl from the remake. Or he met the... She's the secret character on Final Fantasy VII when she's all grown up. So since this is a prequel to Part 7, this guy met her when she was a kid because she tried to rob his treasure. So technically this guy met her before she became who she was when she tried robbing him.
Alright, let's...
So the Shinra building is a big building. Oh, he gave us a present. Steel, so now we can rob shit.
Mister, don't use that materia to do bad things.
Oh shit, that's why he said that. That's how he took the wallet. He used the steel materia. So he's using magic that allows him to steal from people.
Well,
That was the whole point. He's gonna give us the magical steel thing. The shit that lets us steal from people.
Well, the building. Genesis, you traitor! Why do this?
I gotta use the bathroom for a minute. This is just these are like bonus missions where if you beat these you get extra items and stuff. You back yet? Well, I'm taking a break. That's what this is, break period. Everybody go take a dump.